Hello everyone, I am Miserluke, and welcome to Battle 123 of the Promethean Directive Season 2, where we have, to the best of my knowledge, the largest naval battle in probably either season by material count, with about 3 million versus 3.5 million versus 2.5. This is the battle of the last defenders from Tehuapec, up against 1st, 2nd, and 3rd cruisers and 1st Grand Fleet Violet from the Federated Commonwealth of Merland and Romaine, as they prefer to be called. There are 11 ships on that side, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ships on this side, mostly CRAM with a little bit of APS on the Tehuapec side, and then mostly APS with a bit of CRAM and torpedoes on the FedCom side. Obviously the CRAMs will probably have the advantage because this is a purely ship versus ship, but I know the APS are also pretty formidable on these guys. And the Excalibur, wherever it is at, I believe uses CRAMs. Oh yeah, there's also CRAM mortars on the Tehuapec side.
She's in the very end of the battle line.
Got it. Is that right there then?
Yes.
Looks like it, yeah. Yep, here's the Excalibur, which is the only CRAM craft on the FedCom side. And it's taken a lot of the fire. This battle is immediately going to get hectic because the lines of battle are about to collide. And we will see if any of the ships collide alongside that. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. And we are over 1/3 speed. We're looking at 0.44, 0.41. That's pretty good for this number of materials, given that the last battles were about half as many mats, but like a quarter the game speed. Ah, this is a guy that wants to get close. Provided he doesn't also get close to his ally and ram it. It'll be tight. He might turn away or nope. Ouch. Ouch. Well, the good news is at least these guys have flamethrowers. The Zehuim PBBs. And they're going to do a little bit of a number to this Kronhaven. Not a huge amount, though. But they've got plenty of other targets to select from now that they're in the midst of the battle line. We've got a collision prepped, maybe? Close. Close miss. Oh, the very first ship is 2 damaged. It's one of the Tehuapec battle cruisers, the Makuwahui. I'm surprised it got this damage this quick. Huh.
Probably the big battle cruiser with big crams too.
Yeah. Must have been big crams gutting a lot of its turrets and just doing some general hull damage. Or there's a small chance as well that it could have gotten AI killed and then swapped to 2 damage before I got a better look at it.
True.
Meanwhile, here are some more crams from that aforementioned battleship / battlecruiser. Yeah, I'd believe that those guys are turret killers, although this one seems to have gone a little bit too far. Meanwhile, the Excalibur herself is at 83. She's definitely taken a lot of the fire. But all 3 crams are still operational and likely undamaged. I may have spoken too soon. It looks like this guy is disabled. Yep. So just 2 crams left then. And this super firing B turret here may get broken at some point, but so far so good. This Makuahue is also pretty severely damaged. Could be Torps as well, could do that if there's enough big ones. Otherwise, I think the crams from the Excalibur are the most likely offender. There's that Makuahue still despawning. So yeah, we're looking at several craft on the Tehuapec side that are around 80. Whereas most of the FedCom side are over or close to 100, or at least in their 90s.
Oh, there are streaks now.
Oh, right, while a bunch of
Bruh.
mortars are landing too. This could have been after either ship. That's a bit of an L. Ooh. Yeah, this is not a fun place to be. Mortars landing all around and a collision. Excalibur's down to 77, and that Durastrix hit 78. Those cram mortars really don't seem to be doing a lot. They must not be super high payload. Because I know that we saw like 2 direct impacts right here. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they did do a lot. That is a hole all the way through the turret. So they could be pretty good pin depth. Meanwhile, though, let's get back onto the ramming patrol. I think we're... I was about to say that we're good for a little while, but nope, these two guys decided to get a little bit close. Let's go check out these cram mortars, though, because there are even more landing on the Excalibur here. Chunking even more out of that rear turret and taking some big pieces off the superstructure, too. This B turret is still stubbornly holding on. And as far as I'm aware, it hasn't taken damage to the functional parts yet, though there is a pretty big hole to it. So there might be some damage to the right. Yeah, there is damage to it on the right side there, from when it was facing the other broadside. Excalibur is 72. And it looks like we're about to lose a Zehuim. But I think this may be indicative of how the battle's going to go. We've still got multiple FedCom ships that are close to 100 in their high 90s. Whereas I don't think you can say the same thing about any of the Tehuapec ships. All the Tehuapec ships are like, except for that one. But most of them are in their 80s or mid 90s at the very best, with multiple that have been sunk or brought low. Oh, another ram.
Oh,
This is probably going to kill both these ships. Or at least hasten their demise significantly. I think the Excalibur is getting the better of it, but not by much. Yeah, this Tepec battleship's going to probably get broken in half, if not killed before then. And the Excalibur is going to keep losing chunks of the bow until it despawns. Or until the mortars finally manage to finish it off. Mortars and other crams. Ooh, that's another
to be
chunk of the
honest,
bow.
the Excalibur is doing a fantastic job of being a damage sponge, which it kind of is supposed to be, so yeah.
Yeah, the Excalibur is carrying this battle, I think, in terms of both individual damage contribution and also in its, absorption of damage. Because you've got tons of ships on your side, on the FedCom side, that are still hardly damaged, and that's because this guy's taken probably all of the cram mortar fire and a lot of the rest of the cram fire. Yep, there you go. Broke the stern off that Tepec battle. PBB. Meanwhile, the Excalibur is now below 60%, with some cram mortars that came in and knocked the local weapon controller off of this cram alongside a lot of its internals. It's just left to one functioning cram now. We'll see if Tehuapec can make a second wind now that the Excalibur is going to be destroyed shortly, but I really doubt it. They've lost another 2 ships, which I think brings them down to 9 total. Actually, make that a 5th ship loss. Brings them down to 8, I think. And the enemy side still has the 11 that they started with. Soon to be
Can
10.
I order the Excalibur to retreat?
I do not think it will make it out of this formation, but I can alter its AI.
It does have a retreat.
Okay, I will
Yeah, that
set it
one.
to retreat, but it's kind of hard to retreat when you're surrounded on all sides.
Sure.
Actually, no, it's not surrounded on all sides, but it does have a lot of enemies close to it. And I bet, yep, those cram mortars are going to finish her off. 2
Yeah,
damaged.
probably.
Meanwhile, yep, that Tepec PBB and battle cruiser are
Was
despawning.
was worth the try.
Yeah. You needed that order probably, well, before it rammed the other ship, I think, for it to have had a chance. Because those cram mortars were going to chase it no matter how far out it got. Looking at the map now, we can see, so yeah, about, yep, the Excalibur despawning. Probably an average of 90% health among the FedCom side, whereas most of the remaining Tehuapec ships are in their 80s, if not worse. Yeah. I think most of the higher health ships that I clicked on there were on the enemy team, on the FedCom side.
Can we take a look at the Balmong?
If I can find it. Cronhaven.
It's the very big of a cruiser.
Yeah.
The balloon is vibing at
No.
99%.
No, not that one.
Oh, the
The
other balloon?
Balmong.
Belmont. Okay.
I don't know
Banville,
what it is.
Belka, Port
There's a
d'Argent,
lot of stuff B, I realize.
Garastrix, Cronhaven, Viceford. Is it here?
I don't know what it's fucked off.
A
It is
very
at
far
6
distance.
kilometers
Oh,
and 93%.
did you
What?
set the AI correctly on that thing, Perry?
I am somewhat doubting
Should
that.
be.
You are
Should be.
4 kilometers. You're 4 kilometers from the closest enemy, I think. Yeah, you're 4.2 kilometers from the closest enemy, which is one of the one that's 2 damaged. Yeah, while we've been looking at that, more Tepec ships have been brought too low. That one's going down. Seems like the Belka may have been the next damage target after the Excalibur went down. Yeah, it's certainly eating the most crams. Nice pin depth one there. Then the aviators. This guy's taking a... Oof! That I am glad we caught that one. Looks like it took out a spin-clipped bit of deck and a turret. That was a good hit. We got 2 poke tops at 70% over there. Here's one of the poke tops despawning. Oh, there's the mortarcraft. They've got 4 guys in a little fort there. The Cronhaven is big yikes in terms of superstructure damage, but all of the guns still seem to be operational. Oh, these guys have the wacky British barrel positioning. I appreciate that design choice, although I do not like the aesthetic personally. But it's cool to see different stuff like that get chosen. Let's go check out the Belka. Yeah, definitely suffering some amount of enemy fire. But at this point, there's not a lot of Tepec ships left to go around. Just 4. And they're all the Poktas. That one's going to despawn. That one's 66. know where the other two are. We'll get to them eventually once these two despawn. So that guy's eating it. This guy is taking torpedoes from one side, APS from the whole other arc. APS from that side too. Definitely not long for this world. Oh yeah, engines disabled, propeller shafts totally gone. I bet this guy was the victim of ramming earlier, because I know one of them got his stern knocked off from the side swipe. It was probably this one. Might have been why he lasted so long if he was ignored due to small size. But yep, now he too is despawning, and I think... I want to say I saw the other light cruisers on that side of the horizon. Oh, nope, it's just him left. The other guys all despawned while we were watching him. So once he is gone, then that is it. An end to this battle, a resounding victory for the FedCom side. The Federated Commonwealth of Merland and Romaine have won this one, and they only lost their biggest ship to do it. But probably worth it. That is it, so thank you all for watching.